Jones. Every time.
As he tries to be the first man in arts setting. Undisputed UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Left hand over the top for Jones.
Nice right hand, John's controlling the center of the octagon. You want to be as far away from the octagon side as you can be to try to defend takedowns. But Jones is pressuring.
Jon Jones is back. The wait is over. The drought is over. The greatest fighter that the UFC has ever seen is finally making his long-awaited return, taking on the greatest heavyweight of all time, Stipe Miocic, for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world.
Jon Jones versus Stipe Miocic is a dream matchup in the heavyweight division that fans have been eagerly anticipating for years. At UFC 309, the two legends will face off for the undisputed UFC heavyweight title. Jon Jones, arguably the greatest mixed martial artist of all time, is coming off a dominant first-round submission win over Cyril Gane, a victory that showcased his seamless transition to the heavyweight division. Jones made a statement in his heavyweight debut, effortlessly taking down the much larger Gane and quickly locking in a guillotine choke. His ability to adjust and dominate so swiftly after a 3-year layoff reminded everyone of why he's considered one of the best to ever do it. On the other side of the octagon stands Stipe Miocic, the most accomplished heavyweight champion in UFC history. Despite his long layoff since a brutal knockout loss to Francis Ngannou, Miocic's legacy is cemented by his victories over the division's elite, including Daniel Cormier, Alistair Overeem, and Fabricio Werdum. He holds the record for the most title defenses in heavyweight history, making him a formidable opponent for Jones. However, the long break from competition and the brutal nature of his last defeat raise questions about how much the 41-year-old has left in the tank. The key question in this matchup is how Miocic will approach Jones, who has proven to be one of the most versatile fighters in MMA history. Jones's fight IQ, range control, and grappling skills make him a difficult puzzle to solve. Against Gane, Jones wasted no time imposing his will, securing an early takedown, and finishing the fight with a submission. Miocic, however, is a seasoned wrestler who may be better equipped to counter Jones's grappling compared to Gane, who struggled with defensive wrestling. If Miocic can keep the fight standing, his boxing skills and power could give him an edge in striking exchanges. Jones's size and strength at heavyweight have been major talking points since his move up from light heavyweight, where he reigned supreme for over a decade. He bulked up to 248 pounds for his fight against Gane, and it was evident that the added size did not hinder his speed or agility. In fact, Jones looked comfortable and well-adjusted to the extra weight. Against Miocic, who has consistently fought at around 240 pounds, Jones will face an opponent closer to his size, but one who is known for his cardio and durability. The physical matchup will be intriguing, as Miocic's conditioning is one of his greatest strengths, while Jones's adaptability to the new weight class remains a key factor. Miocic's path to victory likely hinges on his ability to use his wrestling to keep Jones from dictating the pace of the fight. Miocic has demonstrated his wrestling prowess in the past, notably against Daniel Cormier, where he was able to secure takedowns and control the clinch exchanges. However, Jones is a master of using leverage, and his clinch work is among the best in MMA. He utilizes elbows, knees, and wrist control to wear down his opponents and create openings. If Miocic decides to engage in clinch battles, he'll need to be mindful of Jones's ability to capitalize with vicious strikes in close quarters. Jones's striking arsenal is another weapon that Miocic will need to contend with. While Miocic is primarily a boxer, Jones employs a wide variety of kicks, elbows, and oblique strikes to keep his opponents at bay. His use of range is exceptional, and his 84.5-inch reach has been a key factor in his success. Against Gane, Jones did not showcase much of his striking, opting instead to wrestle. However, against Miocic, he may look to utilize his kicks to the legs and body to slow down the movement of the former champion and set up his takedown entries. Miocic's striking is fundamentally sound, and he has power in both hands, but he will need to find a way to close the distance against the rangy Jones without absorbing too much damage. The mental aspects of this fight cannot be ignored. Jones has proven time and time again that he thrives in high-pressure situations. He has faced the best of the best throughout his career and rarely faltered. Miocic, however, has faced adversity as well, coming back from losses stronger and displaying resilience, particularly in his trilogy with Daniel Cormier. The question is whether Miocic's confidence and experience can withstand the unique challenges that Jones presents. Coming off a devastating knockout loss to Ngannou and a lengthy layoff, Miocic will need to be mentally sharp to avoid falling into the traps that Jones sets. One area where Jones could exploit Miocic is in the wrestling exchanges. Jones has consistently shown that his wrestling is elite, even against accomplished wrestlers like Cormier. His ability to time his takedowns and control his opponents on the ground is unparalleled. Miocic, while an excellent wrestler in his own right, has been taken down in the past, most notably by Cormier. If Jones can secure an early takedown, it could set the tone for the fight, forcing Miocic to fight off his back and expend energy trying to get back to his feet. Conversely, Miocic's body shots could be a game-changer in this fight. Against Cormier, Miocic made a brilliant adjustment by targeting the body, which slowed Cormier down and opened up opportunities for strikes to the head. If Miocic can successfully land shots to the body, it may hinder Jones's movement and sap his energy. Jones has shown an incredible ability to adapt mid-fight, but a focused body attack from Miocic could present a new challenge for the champion. Cardio is another factor that could play a significant role in this matchup. Miocic is known for his excellent conditioning, often pushing the pace well into the later rounds. While Jones has never shown issues with cardio at light heavyweight, it remains to be seen how his conditioning holds up against a high-paced opponent at heavyweight. If Miocic can survive the early rounds and push the fight into the championship rounds, he may have an advantage, especially if Jones starts to slow down due to the added muscle mass. The ground game will be an area of interest as well, particularly if Jones is able to get Miocic to the mat. Jones' ground and pound is vicious, and he has shown a propensity for finishing fights with elbows and strikes from top position. Miocic has a solid guard and the ability to get back to his feet, but against someone as skilled as Jones, he may struggle to escape once taken down. If Jones can establish dominant positions on the ground, it could be a long night for Miocic. Despite the odds favoring Jones, Miocic's experience, power, and resilience should not be underestimated. He has faced the hardest hitters in the division and emerged victorious more often than not. Miocic's ability to adjust his game plan, as seen in his fights against Cormier, makes him a dangerous opponent for anyone, including Jones. If Miocic can implement a smart game plan and find a way to disrupt Jones's rhythm, he has a legitimate chance to reclaim the heavyweight title. Ultimately, this fight is a battle between two of the greatest fighters in UFC history. Jones's versatility, fight IQ, and grappling skills make him a formidable challenge for Miocic, while Miocic's boxing, wrestling, and durability give him a path to victory. The outcome may very well come down to who can execute their game plan more effectively and make the necessary adjustments as the fight progresses. Fans can expect a high-level, strategic contest that could either showcase Jones's dominance at heavyweight or mark a triumphant return for Miocic.
Takes all the best shots from the #1 contender. It goes the full 20.
Fight comes. He got pushed at every level of the league. He got it done. I believe he will keep his championship.
And still, the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, John